Quay is a 3PL warehousing and distribution business that was set up by Port Nelson 2 years ago. We've been able to facilitate a bit of collaboration within the industry, basically the inbound and the outbound flows. We had a lot of demand from a number of industries, but more so the wine industry, which was just starting to see the benefit of having on-port storage and container packing and unpacking.
The building's really integral to being able to deliver the improvements in that supply chain. So in short, it's allowed us to keep a lot of the containers on the port here at Nelson, to be moving full trucks to and from Marlborough over the hill.
We have storage and distribution from this facility of dry goods, mainly made up of empty wine bottles, supplying mostly the Marlborough region, and also in the shed next to us made up of full packaged bottles as well, ready for the export markets.
We went through a relatively traditional design build tender process, and so Calder Stewart won out very clearly on that, both on the non-price attributes that we looked at as well as price of the warehouse as well. They came with a very solid track record and a lot of recommendation, both from other customers that we knew as well as other ports from around the country that have used them as well.
Big warehousing like this is our bread and butter. We backed ourselves and our capabilities to deliver it in the time frame that they needed it.
Calder Stewart are used to building big buildings. This is a big building for us, and it's a big building for Nelson. But they're also experienced in working with other ports. They understand that logistics supply chain, and that when something needs to be built by a date, it's not a soft date, it's a hard date, and it needs to be up and it needs to be going.
I'm based out of Milton. We manage this project remotely. So we had our core group of Calder Stewart employees on site, and then we used local labour as well. I came up every 2 weeks for stage 1, purely because it was an ever-changing target. For stage 2, we already essentially had a blueprint, so I was only really needed once a month or so.
Yes, we've built a really good relationship with Morgan. You know, he's always been very focused on delivering for us and having his team on site deliver for us.
There is a lot of trust, and a project goes so much better once you have that trust, and they know that anything you do is for their benefit.
Quay's largest industry that it serves is the wine industry. However, based on some of the value that we've shown them, we've also been able to add value to other sectors. We have brewing businesses such as McCashin's. We also do work for other businesses such as Sealord and Proper Crisps.
So Quay Connect is really an extension of our warehouse. As our business has grown over the last 12 months, we've needed somewhere to store bottles coming in from overseas, and the overflow of our packaging. We just don't have the space here any longer to be able to cope with the amount that we need to use for production. I just know that no matter how many bottles I've got coming in or how many containers of packaging, I know there's going to be no limit to what they can actually store for me and bring down to me. I think Nelson's been in need of that sort of space for quite some time, so it just makes our jobs so much easier.
Nelson as a region continues to grow, and our cargo volumes continue to grow. So this building here and what it's allowed us to do in the wine logistics space has been a really important part of the Port Nelson business as a whole.
It's getting trucks off the road and making the whole supply chain more efficient. It's always a good feeling when you know that something that you help create wins awards and makes New Zealand a better place.